Hello everyone, hello friends, welcome back to the Autumn by Otter channel. My name's Autumn and this is the channel, Otter. But alright everyone, let's just get into it. We are talking about the 4th episode of Marvelous Miss Maisel Season 5. So going forward, spoilers. I'm thinking about going over each episode in this season now that they're coming out once a week because like, you know, we got the weekend to think about it, discuss it on the subreddit, so nice. Everyone was saying on the subreddit how much that they didn't really care about this episode, but to be honest, I feel like this episode felt the most like the 1st and 2nd season. There was a lot of jokes that actually made me go, ah! Like they were just funny, but then there was a couple things that didn't land and we'll talk about it. So today we're just going to talk about Easter eggs, theories, just general conversation that I saw in the subreddit and also in my family who are watching it with me. So if you like this content, please consider liking and subscribing. I promise it won't hurt, but it will make me feel good. So, you know. But alright, first thing on the docket. I knew Frank and Nikki was gonna be a problem even though I didn't want to believe it. I think that their acting has really they were always good actors, but them being able to transfer from being the fun, kooky, like comedy relief gangsters from now being actual scary mobsters. I think them being able to make like such a transition into very cute and fun guys to very scary guys really proves their talent in acting, and I would have to say that Frank and Nikki are probably the best in the show. But with everything that is going down with the mobsters and then now Joel and Susie, I think Joel is probably gonna do something with, you know, the people downstairs from the Button Club and then maybe get the Frank and Nikki's off of Midge's and Susie's butts, because I mean maybe he'll go and say, hey, I'll never talk to your daughter again, May, if you do this favor for me, or I won't say nothing. And then because remember they were really freaked out whenever Midge was like, oh, maybe look into my ex-husband's girlfriend for me if you don't mind, and they're like, we didn't touch it, don't tell them that we were there, don't tell them we were sniffing around, we don't want anything to do with them. So it's obvious that they're very terrified of the kiddos downstairs that are involved with May or May's family. Maybe that will happen, but because of maybe that happening, that Joel being like, yo, do this for me, he might get involved with the gambling parlor downstairs. And some people on the subreddit are theorizing that Joel might go to prison because he wasn't in the 60 minutes like thing yet. We haven't seen anything of Joel yet, so we're like, let's see what happens. Something that I thought was really fun in this episode, that in most scenes where Gordon and Midge are together, they're matching. They're in some way, shape, or form wearing like the same like color scheme or like hue. So I'm like, foreshadowing? I think it is. What's the deal with the cake joke when Zelda and her man made that cake? I understand that he's like, yo, it's a rum cake, but I cooked the rum out. Everyone here has had rum cake, right? No one got like schmattered to the point where they passed out, right? Because and then wouldn't you be drunk before you pass out? I don't know, was rum cake different in the 60s? A lot of people in the subreddit were just saying, yeah, it just was not a funny joke. And I'm like, that sucks. Because I was just sitting there being like, that's not how rum cake works. And if it did, you'd be drunk first. I do feel really bad for Susie and Gordon's wife. They obviously knew each other maybe from like college or something, because something Susie did mention is that she was going to law school at one point. She was gonna be a lawyer, which is super weird to think about. I mean, she probably would have done a good job. Obviously, she knew Gordon from like, you know, a lot of people theorize, and yins are so smart in this subreddit, that Gordon's wife is a lesbian and they're like, you know, they have mutual benefits of being married together, and like, you know, Gordon's not a family man. She isn't either, you know, benefits. And she's a quirky, fun little lady, so then, you know, it's a fun little wife to play wife when you need her to play wife, and then she can go off and be a lesbian whenever she wants to, and then he can go be screwing hoes. But I kind of hope that her and Susie make up, because I think they make like a cute little thing. Something that we really adored in this past episode is when Rose and Abe get in a fight. Rose proves him wrong, and then to say sorry, he takes the petals and he kind of just throws them over her, trying to be like romantic, because at that point, like, they saw Zelda and her new fiance be engaged, and they're like, and then Abe knew he was wrong, and what a sweet man, and then he just put his head on her, and like, you know, unfortunately ladies, that's the best we're gonna get with most men. So he said he was sorry. But alright everyone, that is all that I have for you today. Please let me know in the comments what you notice about this episode, anything you disagree with me about this episode, but any theories, like, you know, put it in the subreddit, put it in the comments below. But alright everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. But alright everyone, like this video if you did, don't if you didn't, subscribe to me, you'll get more of me. Alright everyone, have a good day, bye-bye! Mwah.